Hey guys, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge, and this is how we closed the week. I mean, it's a masterpiece. Look at everything we've we've uh, we've passed already. Like over here, we can just melt all the way up. If you put this chart upside down, it's just gonna bump. It's just gonna melt down. But first, let's take a look at the S&P, the Nasdaq, and the US dollar. They had a little dump today. It is being bought up. It's quite interesting for me to see actually, because the dollar is looking weak either, but the S&P and the Nasdaq are being bought up quite a lot. Also, well, the dollar is still up. Look at the dollar. We broke this trend line, and I hope it dies down from here. Let's take a look at the daily. The daily is a good candle for the dollar. It's a bullish engulfing. Still, they're close to resistance. We should be cautious of where the daily ends. I mean, I'm not seeing them going rapidly to this high. Could be, of course, if they break that trend line, but I don't think they will. Something like this at the moment. The S&P 500. The whole of Europe is in lockdown. It is kind of bearish. But yeah, let's take a look at the 4 hour, 4 hour chart. Kind of a big dump, but it is being bought up a bit right now. This should be an important spot over here. The lows of over here and the high, the previous all-time high. Right now, still in this wedge. When you ask me, with a fake out. Bitcoin, interesting day, very interesting day. Taking a look at the funding. Funding is my most important indicator there is, and it's a really simple and free indicator. Basically, when there is funding negative, a discount, you buy. Simple as that. And I also use a little bit to call bottoms and tops. Over here, this was last year, we saw extreme high funding on tops. It's almost like too expensive to be long. And over here, you know, at the bottoms over here, it gets extremely negative. So then it's like, yeah, well, I'm longing over here, then I at least get paid. Over here, this top, exactly the same. This one, we see funding very high. It's like, yeah, do you really want to be long over there? Is it worth it paying that much funding? Here, exact same story. And right now, this whole time, we had a negative funding. We were a little bit positive over here, basically, because all the bears were, I don't know, exhausted. they didn't exist anymore. I'm trying to not trigger YouTube too much, but right now it's getting negative again. Look at this. That is, I mean, we are so bullish and people are shorting. Look at this, predicted, very negative, looking very, very good. Also OKX. OKX we should be a little bit cautious about because there are some troubles at OKX. Anyway, let's take a look at this chart. 5 minutes, we see the VPVR. This is the most important spot we are at right now. 4 hour, we saw a glorious 4 hour candle. Also, this afternoon I posted this on Twitter. I was tweeting quite a lot, but I saw a fractal over here, exact same pattern over here as we had over there. It's still the same, but right now it is getting bought up really well. The 4 hour is really, I mean, do you want to short a candle like this? I don't. And we're still, I mean, kind of under this trend line. But a candle like this with negative funding, yeah, I'm longing over here. Anyway, maybe some little story. I am in an amazing trade right now from this spot on. I 55x'd my trading account. I have 55 times more than I had over here. I just kept longing it and longing it and longing it, and we all see what happened over here. We went up, and I kept selling little tops, buying little bottoms, and just 50x all the time, 50 times leverage, 25, and over here, over here as well, just the same, tops selling, bottoms buying. And today was not a great day. I was scared, really scared. I was a little bit over leveraged, and over here at 13,100 I already started buying the dip. I thought, it's so bullish. I started buying the dip, and I started buying the dip a little bit too soon. And yeah, I was really scared. I did manage to add a little bit at 12,700 range. So yeah, I'm quite happy now. Really extremely good weeks, crazy times. I trade on Bybit myself. If you want to trade with a little bit of leverage, make sure you use one of these sign up links, because you get discounts. So anyway, I predict we go up. I mean, a pattern like this, obvious, exact same over here on a smaller time frame, but exactly the same. I understand why people want to short this, but if this is a bull market, every bearish pattern in the chart becomes a bear trap, like we have right now. We see funding going very negative. Everybody, and very logically so, expects us to go to 12k, or they expect us to go to 12.5k, and we cannot blame them. It's very logical. But in a bull market, everything gets front ran, and we don't go there. People start shorting it even, but they get all left behind, and they have to buy back higher. That's how a bull market works, and it's really crazy. I tweeted about that as well. Make sure you follow me as well. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, over here, everybody and their mother is expecting 12.5k. I mean, yeah, we won't go there. We will go to the highs. And let's take a look. At first, of course, we will go for the yearly high or last year's high. But people will short this one as well, I expect. People will try to short this one as well. If enough people start shorting that, we just go higher. That's how simply it is. And most bull runs are just funded by negative funding. Negative funding, bears being too bearish. We saw it over here as well. Glorious time. So much shorts over here as well. So much shorts. And people like, yeah, but blah blah, Corona, everything. When they get short, like over here, we go higher. So I do really believe we are in a bull market. Ethereum, they had a little bit of the DeFi hype. It seems to be at a little bit of a halt right now. We are on the daily. I mean, they should really close the daily above here. Very important. I'm staying out of Ethereum at the moment. BTC is doing its thing. I'm looking at it at Bitcoin. Bitcoin I'm very much bullish on. Ethereum BTC, I mean, they're making this wedge. It should break soon. One side. I would say upside, but I'm not sure. They could go for a retest of this high, last year's high, but yeah, Ethereum did crazy things already this year. CRV, amazing breakout, big volume as well. Yeah, looking very good. Looking very good. Can easily go higher. Of course, they are at a little bit of resistance right now. We're on the daily chart. Maybe a bit too much zoomed out for a young coin like this. But here are all the resistances, all the places you can take some profit. this one as well. And yeah, that's about it. Like I said, funding very negative, exactly how we wanted. Weekly monster piece for our wheel, for hourly we already looked at. I mean, there's not much more to look at, I would say. Bit of a widening wedge. Is there any other way we can draw this? Yeah, maybe something like this. I like Bitcoin wisdom as well. I do a lot of naked charting, trend lines, horizontals, stuff like that. I am very much bullish. First target is of course 13.8, but I'll probably stay longing. If you want to know more about me, make sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, and listen to Sonny Jim. No one likes a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Bet more. Always bet more. Well, make sure if you're not that experienced, 3 times leverage is more than enough. And make sure to take profit. And yeah, but Sonny Jim is a smart guy. So guys, that's about it for today. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to know something about me, please let me know in the comments. If you have questions, if you want me to take a look at a certain coin, please let me know. See you guys again tomorrow.